These are incidents of violence that continue late till this afternoon. Shocking inputs coming in. There have once again been two separate attacks, and this time specifically on journalists amidst the violence in northeast Delhi. In the first incident, two journalists of a private news channel who were covering part of the violence have been targeted. One of the journalists is said to be in critical condition. In the second incident of violence on the journalist, yet again, another reporter of another private channel being injured, suspected to have received a bullet injury. These are two shocking inputs here coming in on incidents of violence and attack on the media here now as we speak. Our senior correspondent Bhavatosh Singh is getting us those details in both of these incidents where journalists have been attacked. Bhavatosh, as you and our team of correspondents have been reporting that it is now also increasingly becoming difficult because the mob is attacking the media as well.
The fact is that the irate mob is attacking and targeting journalists. And not only two journalists, but in fact three journalists have been attacked. Arvind Gunasekara, Saurabh Shukla, and also Akash. They have received injuries. In fact, Akash is someone who has been hit by a who has been injured in a suspected case of gunshot injury. That's what reports say. He was in fact in Maushpur. The two other journalists were a little far from Maushpur, which has seen in fact. Shahar has seen very violent clashes, and even as we speak, clashes are still going on in Vijay Park between police and protesters. Shots have been fired. Also in Kardampuri at around 1:45 and at around 2 p.m., very violent clashes broke out in which shots were fired, and injured have now been shifted to GTB hospital.
Yes, Bhavatosh, and in both of these incidents here, while we speak of more police forces being sent, 37 companies of paramilitary forces, where has the police been in all of these attacks, in these fresh incidents of violence?
Well, sir, the fact is that the number of booths on the ground are less compared to the violent mob which has virtually taken Northeast as hostage since Sunday. The paramilitary forces are here. 37 paramilitary companies have reached the spot. Apart from that, there are several police officers as well as personnel from Delhi Armed Police. But what is required here is strict compliance of prohibitory order, and also what is required is that police should carry out door-to-door searches. Now, early in the morning, empty cartridges were found in Brahmpuri, and reports say that shots were fired by protesters at around 5 a.m. Even fire personnel who reached the spot were attacked when they tried dousing the flame in Gokulpuri, where a tire market was set afire. One fire tender has been set afire, one has been stoned, and at least 3 fire personnel have received injury, and at least 16 police personnel have been injured. What is now required is the government, both Delhi government as well as the centre, should step in and immediately deploy army and also make sure that there is strict compliance of prohibitory order. Despite prohibitory orders being imposed in 16 localities of Northeast, you can easily see people moving freely everywhere, and they are virtually acting as vigilantes who are manning traffic and even controlling the mob.